Sir David the Bard. I've never been kicked out of a store before. Shit, I'm almost 65. A lot of people don't like me, but to escort me out the damn door, that's low. Don't they know who they're dealing with? God dang it. All right. The Bard got kicked out of the store. Let me tell you, we bought a single bed from this store a year ago or something. We just bought a double bed from this same store, and we bought my beautiful rocking chair downstairs from this store. I don't discriminate, okay? I don't care if you're a Mormon, a Jew, a Muslim. Just be damned honest. Don't be a damn asshole. So this guy's a Mormon, and he's local, so here down in Kangaroo City, there's not a lot of mattress stores. And I took my Kangaroo in to jump up and down on the bastard to see if it was going to stay in one piece for a while. We've been happy with his crap, okay? And he's been good to me. He's been good to me. But the store has always been empty when I go in. And so when I make my Mormon jokes and he makes his Mormon jokes, it's funny shit. It wasn't funny today. He had someone in the store. Well, I don't care if they're a Mormon, a non-Mormon. Now, I'll tell you, down here in Kangaroo City, you go into a restaurant, every damn time, you got 27 kids at 9 tables all pushed together, and everybody screaming, garments, 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 President Monson, watch me bend over and see the skid marks in my garments. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing Mormon shit in a public place. If you belong to a cult, I don't care. Talk at the cult building, not in public. I don't want to hear. I went into McDonald's. These people, they have no sense of humor. Again, I went into McDonald's, and he said, is there a name with that? I said, yes, Joseph Smith. What? Joseph Smith. That's my name. So you can see the grumpy look on this kid's face. He was like 24, maybe a returned missionary. So I always sit with my back to them because I want them to scream, Joseph Smith, your Big Mac is ready. The bastards have never called me. They have always brought the food over to my table. Hey, Utah and Kangaroo City, there's not too much difference. All right. So today I'm driving around, and I decided a Big Mac was making me a Big David. So I thought, hell, I'll go into the Kentucky Fried Chicken place, and hopefully the fat on that chicken won't give me a coronary while I'm in there. Well, you can see I made it back. So I drive in. There's nobody in line. Every time I drive into a restaurant that has a drive-up, I look, and there's nobody in line. So by the time I get into the line, here's 2 cars, and they should have bumper stickers that say, idiots, assholes, fools, David has to stay behind us. Sir David the Bard gets no breaks. So the first guy or gal, I didn't see them. You know, every time I go to drive up, it's the Relief Society president or the Scoutmaster that's ordering 700 chickens. And I go, God damn, why do I get behind these people? It's Satan. These are kicking against the pricks because I'm an apostate. So I said, well, you know, the Bard doesn't have a lot of patience, but he has some. And I've told you many times I can act very good for about 15 minutes. After that, you're on your own. So the next car pulls up, and I'm behind her. And I'm waiting and waiting, and she's not ordering for a basketball or football or soccer team. I don't know what the hell she's doing. She's talking, and the speaker back and forth, back and forth. Finally, I put my car in gear to go around her and say, screw it, I'm going to Big Mac. So out comes running the manager of the damn Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he's having to show this old bag the menu, what's on it, and explaining the fucking menu. And I'm going, Jesus, 2 idiots in front of me today. I hate to go out of the house. I hate to go out. That's what I run into all the time. That's why the barge stays in the house. I hate going out the front door because I know every asshole in the world is going to surround me. Well, anyway, I go up and I say, hey, this is good. I'm saving being overweight. So I get the big, ugly, greasy breast. And I'm a breast man at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Other places, I've never been a breast man. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So I told him, I said, I like a breast. I don't like the legs. And he said, well, we have just something for you, Sir David. Okay. So I drive up, and I have this box. And in the box, there's this nice biscuit and a big breast. And I started sucking on it. No, shit. I didn't start chewing on it either. I started eating it. And it had mashed potatoes and gravy, and it was hot. And so I started to eat. I have my Diet Coke there. And I thought, geez, I'm going to try my mashed potatoes now. So I opened the lid to the mashed potatoes, and I looked in the box, and I thought, God, where's the spoon? Or the fork. I go, God, have I got... Is it the Mormons doing this to me? So then I look in the bag, and I put the plastic bag on my head to make sure there's no fork or spoon there. Now I have a choice. Go back, complain, get another fork, get a free meal. Now, I know if I start my car, there'll be a group of other Mormons that line up there. And I'm going to have cold mashed potatoes and gravy by the time I get up and say, where the hell is my fork? Jeez. I should have gone to Big Mac. Anyway, now I got to eat the mashed potatoes and the gravy with no fork. And I'm looking around my car thinking, do I have a wrench? Do I have a putty knife? What do I have I can eat my meal with? Well, I didn't have any of that crap, so I looked down and I saw the straw, because I don't use a straw on my Coke. Hell, I'll eat mashed potatoes and gravy with a straw. An hour and a half later, I was done. I couldn't suck it up. I had to dip it. I go, why do I come out here? This is $6 sending me to a mental institution. Just go make a peanut butter sandwich. Oh, my God, my God. All right, well, that's the end of my damn story there. Now, let me tell you, I get kicked out of the store, okay? So I go into the mattress store again, and I said, hey, you know that other mattress you sold us, that's the best sleep I've had in 25 years. And he said, well, were you drinking? I go, no, I was just tired. Well, there were some people in there, and I told you, I got off on another store. I told you, I don't like to hear Mormon talk in public. I don't. I don't want to hear about your temple trips, your street garments, skid mark garments, and your baker's hat. You want to do that shit, talk about it at home. Don't bring that crap into public. Well, anyway, when he and I are in the store, it's pretty funny. And he said, well, do you want this mattress or this one when we're alone? And I said, well, I can afford that one because I don't pay tithing. He starts going, bastard. and he has this 65-year-old man. Now, I'm 65 in 2 or 3 weeks here. And this little skinny guy delivers anything you buy. It can be a king waterbed full of water, and this Mormon sends him up 3 staircases, and then my spiral staircase down here in Kangaroo City, and the poor bastard has to put it all together, and I feel sorry for him. He's brought the big old recliner chair up. He's brought the double bed up. He's brought the single bed up. And so I saw the old guy there on the steps, and I teased the Mormon guy in public, I guess. See, they can say shit in public, I have to take it. But if I say shit in public, oh, out the door, out the door. So I told him, I said, you're so old, this guy's making you carry that crap up my staircase alone. You can't carry that crap alone into the 2nd story. Well, I guess the owner didn't like that, so I said in front of his group, just like they go, oh, we were to the temple session last night. Like, I want to hear that, in a sit-down restaurant somewhere. So I said, this old boy must be one of the Lamanites. Oh, shit. The owner kind of put his arm around me. I thought, hey, the Mormons are trying to convert me. We were headed to the door, and he opened the door. Pushed my ass out the door. This isn't a bar. This is a furniture company. But if you go in and say anything about the Mormons that is not complimentary, your ass is grass, and you're out of there. So I told him, I said, escorting the bard out of your store, that ain't cool. He said, well, come back some other time and give me your money. I said, okay, I'll save my tithing. So, hey, you want to be with the Mormons? Be with the Mormons. But you have to listen to their shit in a restaurant. But if you go into a store, I don't talk about underwear. I just thought the old boy was maybe a Lamanite, one of the three Nephites. One of the three Nephites that stayed alive for whatever it is, 1,000 or 10,000 years, the Mormons believe. There's three Nephites walking around disguised. I think one of them was disguised as Mitt Romney. I don't know. Anyway, you can see why I don't like going outside my own house. I just don't like it. I reached a point in life where, we used to have a saying in racing. I never raced motorcycles, but I rode them, and I had a couple of friends that raced them, and said, when the green flag drops, the bullshit stops. and that's my life. I don't want to go out there and hear the liars, the cheaters, the thieves, and the Mormons, which is in that group. So, anyway, those of you that are arguing on my channel, I don't care. You can argue all you want. I'm sorry, I don't answer every question. I don't know everything. Just most everything. I tell my wife. And I try to answer if I think it's a general question that everybody wants interest in. Some of the questions I just can't get to, folks. I just can't get to. So anyway, I wanted to let you know how Kentucky Fried Chicken treated me. And how I went to the furniture store where I'm a regular customer. Now, it doesn't matter if I don't pay, but I am a regular customer. And I'm escorted out like in a bar fight. God. And I'm not even embarrassed. I'm bipolar. I don't give a rat's ass. But I do believe in fairness. You Mormons, quit talking in public about your cult. We don't want to hear that. And when I go into a restaurant, I told a guy the other day, oh, I told you this. I was in Desert Industries the other day. I'm just making a bed there and sleeping overnight. And I went up to the front, and I think I told you, I had a lamp and a lampshade. And I put the lampshade on top of the lamp, and when I got to the check stand, the guy just charged me for the lampshade because he thought that the price included the lamp. And I told him, now these are Mormon people right there, I told him flat out, I said, listen, I'm an atheist. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal. I don't have to. You didn't count the lamp. You just counted the lampshade. Oh, see, he was going to lose whatever, $4 for the cult. And so, oh, thank you. But I can be loud, you know that. I'm loud, I'm boisterous, and I'm an asshole. Well, living 65 years with most of the people on this planet, I believe I'm in hell. I have done some terrible thing in another life. And God looked down and said, put his ass down there with the earthlings. Like, oh, shit. I've just figured that out. Give him every weird kid that was ever born. Give him retarded. Give him the autistic. Give him the ADHD. Give him the teenagers that keep screaming they're going to commit suicide. I'm going to get insurance on my teenagers. I'm going to get $1 million, and then I'm going to become a gun owner. I go, hey, whatever. Make your own decisions. But anyway, I don't want to go out the front door, but I do. And let me end with this one. In the same trip, folks, this is my life. I go over to Home Depot. That's what Allison calls it. I said, Allison, it's the Home Depot. She says, no, Dad, it's the Home Depot. Pote would have an E on it. I said, God. And English is her second language, and she knows it better than I do. And I said, well, everybody calls it Depot. She says, well, everybody's stupid. It should be Depot. So anyway, I went to Depot because I saw a little wood-burning stove that I wanted to buy and install down here in Kangaroo City. Sometimes the snow is like 3 feet. We get some strange weather down here in Australia. But anyway, I saw it last night, and no one hassled me, so I drove all the way over there just to get that stove. So I get there, and there's no price on the stove. So I said, could you call somebody that's not an idiot, an asshole, a fool, or somebody you just hired? He says, we don't have anyone. I go, I know. So he goes and gets this returned missionary kid, 26 years old, and I said to him, I'd like to buy this stove. And he said, you can't. God, my garments aren't showing. Why can't I buy a stove? He says, well, we don't sell it. It's sold by another contracting company, and we just display it for them. I said, okay, how much is it? He goes, I don't know. Hey, wait a minute. Is there any other product in this damn 10,000 or 100,000 square foot store that you don't know the price of? He said, well, let me think about it. There might be one or two. I go, no. It's a rhetorical question. Why don't you have a range on it? $300, installation additional, delivery additional? What the hell? I drove all the way over here. I want to pick it up and put it on top of my car. That's where the Filipinos and me, I've learned from them. You never put it in the trunk. You put it on top. Then usually somebody, or 2 or 3 sit on it. So I give him a hard time, and I said, listen, I know this is not your fault because you're too low in your authority here to make this kind of a stupid decision. But tell your upper managers, when I come into Home Depot, there should be prices, firm prices on a washer, on a dryer, on a storm door, whatever. And I'm looking at your fireplace, and you got no damn idea how much it is. I said, I don't like that. I don't like that displaying it for other people. It's not a Home Depot product, and it's stupid. Well, I'm sorry. I said, well, don't be sorry. Be right. Well, can I get your name and number? I said, what for? The Danites? He goes, well, no, they'll call you. I said, well, I want to do it on my time, not their time. It's my money. I'm the customer. You're here to service me. I don't want to go home and sit by the phone. When are they going to call? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 2 weeks, who knows? And I won't be by the phone. I said, I don't like to do business like this. He says, well, I'm sorry. That's all Mormons say. I'm sorry. So he takes my name and my address. And down here in Kangaroo City, we just call it Sir David the Bard, Kangaroo City. It just comes to my... I don't have a mailbox. I have one kangaroo that stands out there, and she gets the mail, and then she hops in and gives me the damn mail. So anyway, you know, I see the world differently. I'm bipolar. This is a hell of a punishment to put me into this group. You know, they sell stuff, it breaks, it's incomplete. Oh, God, I can't tell you how many things I've bought over a lifetime. People think I'm crazy in a store when I buy a TV or an appliance. I said, plug it in. Unbox it and plug it in. 30% of the time, it doesn't work, even in the store. Now, let me end again here. I just installed another chandelier down here in Australia. So you can spot the damn kangaroos. They're like rats in the house. And I wanted a dimmer on it. Now, I'm no electrician. And, you know, we've had small fires. None of them got away from us. But anyway, I'm hanging this, and I go back over to the store, and I buy a dimmer. Now, a dimmer switch, you know, in Australia here is like $24. So I bring it home, and it has a couple of wires on it. I put a couple of wires on it, and put it on, and it looked like a fireplace. I go, holy shit, I must have those wires in the wrong place. So I go, Allison, go throw the breaker. So she knows by now in this house where the breakers all are. So she goes down, throws the breaker. So I go to the store and I buy another dimmer switch. And I bring it home. I wire it differently, and I thought right, and I turned it on. It looked like Hiroshima. Now, my fire extinguisher only can go for 1 or 2 fires. So Allison says, Dad, I don't think you know what you're doing. I said, shut up, you're a kid. This is what all electricians go through. So I finally go, screw it. I'm just going to go down and get an on and off switch. How hard can that be? It only has 2 wires. You just put the 2 wires, the hot wire together, and you turn it on and off. So I put the switch on again, and I always test crap, because if I dig a hole in the wall, sometimes the crap I have won't work. Now I got a hole in the wall. So I decided I'm going to test it. So I turn on the chandelier. Damn, it was beautiful. Lit up like the Celestial Kingdom. I think I got this at Desert Industries for $15, and I think it was maybe taken out of a temple on a remodel. It's really beautiful. And it just lit the place up like, you know, it was beautiful. I go, hey, Sir David, the bard got it. So I, well, I'm going to go over there and turn it off. Well, when I went over and turned it off, I've never seen this before. The third fire. I go, God, when you turn crap on is when the electricity is surging and you get the fire. When you turn it off, everything cools down. Well, not in the Bard house. I think the Danites have got the electricity running backwards. So anyway, I said, screw the switch. But I had a hole in the wall. So I just take the cover plug and the switch, which doesn't work. It's burned out or something. And I put it in the wall so when people come in, they go, hell, look at this guy. He's got switches everywhere. They don't work. I just wired the damn chandelier to the main power switch. And when I turn it on, the chandelier comes on. When I turn it off, the chandelier goes off. So I get half of what I want. But that same switch is hooked to the grandma's quarters. And grandma's quarters, if her lights are on, my chandelier's on. If her lights are off, my chandelier is off. So anyone that's an electrician, let me know what the hell's going on. I don't know. Anyway, this has been my days, and Jesus. Oh, Jesus, come and get me. Atheist Jesus, to pale me, lay me, and ail me, get me the hell out of here. I'm getting to be a shut-in. I don't want to go out with idiotic people. I'm sorry. I hope you're not one of them. I'm sure you're not. Thank you.